Hello,
Hi, is Tiffany there?
this is Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany, how are you?
Who's this?
Oh, my name is Jubal.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
No, probably not. My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. Are you selling something?
No, I'm not selling anything. I actually want to call you because one of our listeners asked me if I could get a hold of you. His name is George.
Uh-huh.
And George emailed us and said that he went out on a date with you.
Right.
Right. And we do a segment on our show called The Second Date Update. But George really liked you a lot, and he would love to see if he could go out with you again, but he's wondering if he did something wrong.
Well, listen, I have gone on some dates in my life. I have never met someone like George. That's a good way to say it.
Okay.
Did he come?
That's polite.
Did he come off like a serial killer, kind of?
The nicest one ever.
The nicest serial killer ever.
They
Okay.
always are.
Hey, at least he was nice, right?
It was interesting to say the least.
Oh my gosh.
There's like a seed of potential in there that needs some nurturing.
So George has a seed of potential.
Yes.
Okay.
He is incredibly selfless, very sweet, overly concerned with my safety.
And he's STD free. He told us that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that on the date.
Yeah.
So
He told us about that. And he admitted that he thinks that could have been the reason that you're not calling him
Could
back.
have been.
and there's that little seed. He kind of knows, but he doesn't, you know?
Can you explain the date in your words? We heard from him a little bit about your date, but I'm just curious to hear your side of the story.
Well, you know, initially it was like very, polite, and here, let me get your chair. And, you know, you guys, I sneezed during the date, and kindly he said, bless you, and then he went to go blow my nose.
What?
He went to go blow my nose. And then I was like, oh my God, do I have like a booger hanging out of my nose? How embarrassing. And he was like dabbing my nose, and he's like, oh, good. I just didn't want any germs to spread because I don't like germs and I don't want them to get on you. So it was this very awkward thing at the beginning. And then we leave the restaurant. We're walking, and, you know, he was walking on the sidewalk, and we're about to cross the street, and there was a car, and it was nowhere near me, and he starts yelling at the car, be careful, you're going to hit my date, almost like announcing, like, we're going to cross the street, everybody stop.
How embarrassing.
Oh,
No. It was one of those things where it's like, okay, it can't get worse. Okay, it can't get worse. And it kept getting worse. And then I just wanted out. So at one point, we're standing, you know, waiting to cross another street. And he realizes that I'm standing, like, on a grate. And he starts lecturing me. He goes, do you know how many people die every year standing on a grate by falling through? And also, slightly, I'm like, oh, my God, how many?
Really?
And he's like, well, I don't know, but I bet the number's really high.
He hadn't even researched this. I was like, I guarantee people fall through those things all the time on city streets.
I never heard of that.
It was like the most paranoid mom ever on a date with you. And I was like, make it stop. I can't.
Did you ever address it with him? Like,
No. I'm not a charity corporation. I don't take care of people. I was on a date. I'm not here to fix people. I got my own stuff.
okay.
I don't think that I need to be the person to tell him all that. You know?
Okay, interesting. Hey, Tiffany, this is George.
Wow. Hey, George, hold on 1 second. I think I need to let Tiffany what's going on.
Whoa.
Tiffany, George is on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. He was supposed to wait for a second, but
George.
I'm just a little confused here because I've been listening to this whole thing where you thought you might die. If anything, the whole date was to make you feel like you would live, you know, for a long time. That was my point.
the point of dating me is to make sure you know you can live for a long time.
Yeah, I don't understand. It's the nicest serial killer comment. I mean, it's being, well, you got the nice part right, okay? But the serial killer stuff and and that car was reckless. Okay.
Okay,
He had no
George,
business
wait.
being that
What
close to
you didn't hear, listen, yes, you heard a lot of stuff I said. What you didn't hear is that there is a seed
Yeah,
somewhere
I did hear
inside.
that. A seed of potential.
Work on it.
You called me selfless, sweet, kind of cute. Huh? Yeah.
You picked it
He
up.
was paying attention.
You bet your sweet butt I was paying attention. I wrote everything down.
You're actually taking notes?
Ah,
Yes. This is important to me. Tiffany, I've been writing everything down, pros and cons. And let me tell you something. The pros are winning right now. With selfless, sweet, kind of cute, interesting, nice. The serial killer part's in the con.
George. Oh my gosh, George, you are
People die
special.
on the great. I'm just.
You are
Okay.
really sweet. You really mean well, and that's really good about you. But maybe you just try too hard, and then you lose sight of who you are because you're trying to be this super dating hero that doesn't exist, and then you end up becoming nothing but scary things.
Well, I just want you to feel comfortable, and I guess I didn't. I did it too much.
Yeah.
I did it too much.
Mm-hmm.
George, you're coming off as an overbearing mother who nags her child, and that's not sexy.
Yeah.
Well, to me, safety is the sexiest thing in a person, I think. All right?
You know,
And,
George,
yes?
you know what? If that is what you in your heart believe and want, then you need to find yourself some girl who's looking for that. There's a girl out there somewhere looking for the Brad Pitt of safety, and you're her guy. And you guys are going to rock. You're going to be awesome.
Where do you think I could find her?
I do not know.
Oh, George.
Tiffany,
Oh
would
my
you
God.
like to go out on a second date with George? We'll pay for it. It doesn't have to be a date. You can just get together and maybe help him find a girl that's into safety.
Come
I'm
on.
down.
Come on, Tiffany. I mean, I know you don't want a charity case, but he needs help, man.
He's likable at least.
Listen, baby steps. I will let him email me for dating advice, and we could start there.
I can get your personal email?
My work email.
There you go, George.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't get a second date out of the whole thing, but at
We're
least
playing the long play here.
long play.
Yeah, long
okay.
play. Okay.
Well, wait. George, let me be clear. This is not a long play on a second date. This is dating advice, a dating coach. I'm going to help
No,
you.
I get you. So we'll go on a second date.
No.
Pressure is up.
Oh.
George, I'm telling you right now, if you ask me out on a date, the answer is no. But if you need advice, I'm here for you.
No, totally. I'm just saying, like, if we were to, like, do a mock date, you know,
He's trying everything. He's trying. Yeah, let's go out and role play sometime and see how it works. George,
I'm just saying it could be nice, you know, in the moment.
No.
George,
Smoother than I expected.
George, I don't think you're going to get a second date out of this, but you did strike up a friendship, it sounds like, with Tiffany, and maybe she can help you in the dating world.
Pushing it, too.
Okay.
Okay.
Pushing it.
You've made contact with Tiffany, and she's agreed to help you out.
Thank you, Jubal. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
Oh, my gosh.
This is great.
All right.
Beginning of a great race, friendship.